Welcome back, you guys. I'm Tassie, and today we're having another seafood boil. This is from Golden Grill out in St. Paul off of Dale in Maryland, and I absolutely love them. They're also the owners. It used to be called Wings and Things, but now it's called Jonah's Cajun out in North Minneapolis. And I've been craving blue crab because last time I did it, a lot of people said I wasn't good at it. So I'm going to try again. So I actually have 2 pounds of blue crab here, and I have, I think, like a pound of shrimp here with head on. And this is their special sauce that they have. Of course, it's in spicy. And I have a sun-kissed lemonade. I know, it's a little different from my usual drinks, but, you know, I was kind of craving a lemonade. It's getting hot now here in Minnesota, so I want it kind of like lemonade. And it's not carbonated like pop, so it's really good. All right, now, typically with blue crab, you use like a wooden mallet. I don't have one, so I only have this metal one here that I use to tenderize my meats. So I'm gonna try this to crack open the legs parts, and let's go and get started. And I think this might be a long video. I really don't know. Eating blue crab does take a while. This was originally cooked in the sauce. I just took everything out because it got really messy and it spilled. Now, as you guys know, sometimes I eat the shell on the shrimp. It doesn't bother me, but clearly a lot of people, when they eat it, they always peel the shell just because to them they find it not edible, where they can't chew it and swallow it. I actually got used to eating the shell, so it doesn't really bother me if I eat it with shell on. This shrimp is so good. Blue crab, you guys. Blue crab is like the bane of my existence. I just suck at eating it. I don't know why. And I'm not kidding. I watched a lot of videos on how to eat it. They say to discard the smaller legs. But the last time when I had it, it was good. It tasted really good. And I know you crack it again. And then like the meat is like this small stuff in here. And that's what I mean by, like, I was watching a lot of videos on eating blue crab. And people were saying that, you know, eating crab, it's like you have to be really patient to really crack and get all the meat. But once you get it, it's like so good. Here it is. And blue crab, it is good. I've never had raw blue crab. There is like a soy or some kind of fermented Korean version of blue crab. I've never had that, where it's raw but they just like kind of ferment it. I don't know where the legs went. Okay, right here. I don't really know. Oh, the shell breaks pretty easy. So there's only a very little amount of meat in the legs. And in some videos I watched, they just discarded all the legs. They didn't even bother with cracking it open. Owie. Ooh, these are sharp. They crack open pretty easy. I mean, the shell, it's not as soft, of course, as like soft shell crab. Soft shell crab is typically like baby versions of these, where the shell is very soft and tender still. It hasn't hardened. Oh yeah, that was just half of one. Oh my god. I felt like, yeah, I did a lot of work there. It was only half of one. And the meat is really tender. It's very tender. It is sweet. It's not as sweet as snow crab, but it's that tenderness to the meat that I think is really good. And that's what kind of got me addicted to it last time. All right, I'm gonna hit it with a mallet. Aw, that works pretty good actually. It's like a lot of shell. I love how big their shrimps are too. Their shrimps are really big. Because I've had some seafood boils where the shrimps were kind of on the tiny end. Because you know, like shrimp, whenever you cook it, it becomes a lot smaller. So these are still actually pretty big shrimps. That's good. Mmm. Mmm. That was so good. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Sorry if I'm not talking a lot. I'm really focusing on my food here. But what's new for me though is that this weekend I'm excited because it's going to be the Songkran New Year. And that is the Thai New Year we do here in Uptown. Amazing Thailand, they host it. And I think this is their second or third year, annual year. Second or third. But I've been going to it every time they do it. They do like Thai street food. They have papaya salad eating contest. Mmm. There's a big chunk of meat. Ah, and they have like dances and everything. And they're having the frozen Thai rolled ice cream. I'll probably post up photos and everything of my food and stuff. Of course, I'm gonna get like pad thai and their grilled meats that they have there. I'll post it up on my Instagram and Facebook. I think they're doing it on Sunday. Oh, this is a heavy one. This one's a big one. Mmm. But in Minnesota, as soon as it gets warm here, we host events every single weekend outdoors. I got the little meat in there. Because like we're stuck inside all winter. So as soon as we can, it gets warm. We're out and about. Drinking beer, walking down the street. Some of you may not know it, but we have a lot of craft beer here in Minnesota. There's a lot of companies who make their own beer here. That's a big chunk of meat. The craziest craft beer I've ever had. There's a bar here in St. Paul. It's called the Happy Gnome. And you can get flights, which is a smaller version or like a sample of the beer. And that really helps you because there's so many different types of craft beer flavors. That just went down my leg. Good thing I'm wearing shorts. But, so you can get like a ton of flights and sample a bunch of beers before you get like, oh, you know, like a whole pint of it. I've been to Sweeney's. Sweeney's is like that too. Like the Happy Gnome. Anyways. But the weirdest craft beer I've ever had, it was like a Thai dish in a craft beer. It was supposed to be like a curry Thai dish, and you could taste all the notes of eating curry. It was as if you had taken a bite out of curry. And it was like really crazy, but it was such a good experience. I would not want a pint of that. But I am really glad I got to try it. I've also had like habanero beer, of course. And there's a hit of spiciness. But they did say that the habanero beer, they're not consistent. They can't be consistent on every sip being the same kind of spicy kick because of where it sits in the barrel. But yeah. So we do love to do a lot of like beer tasting events here in Minnesota too. I'm more of a hoppy person. I don't like drinks that are too sweet. But I do like, whenever I drink a craft beer, if it's a little hoppy, I do like it. I'm not a huge beer drinker. My go-to beer, it is Blue Moon. Especially in the summertime with an orange in there. In the summertime, we do like a lot of patio dining here in Uptown. And we're like all the restaurants, you're really well off for the restaurants if you have a patio. Because we don't get much summer in a year. So when we do, we're like out there all the time. And bars do really well if they have something to do out on the patio. Like some kind of game or something. But, whew. But what my boyfriend and I like to do up here is, we'll ride our bikes to a bar. Our bicycles. And then we'll always get like a drink and sit on the patio in the evening and just watch people trying to get home through traffic. But then there's always like dogs that walk past you. And there's nothing like on a summer day for me sitting out on a patio with a blue moon. It is so refreshing. God. Yes. Look at all this meat. Beautiful. See, this is a lot of work, but when you get to the meat, it's amazing. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 And I really, really enjoy their sauce. It's like thick on all the right places, but because it coats the seafood really well, but it has such good flavor. And the thing is, with a lot of other seafood places, the sauce can be really salty and overbearing. But this is like perfect. Perfect amount of like liquid. Because if it's too thick, it actually fills you up really fast. Mm-mm. Alright, we all know I hate doing corn because I always choke on it or something. And it's always like dripping down on me. But I really want to try the corn. Sometimes with seafood boils, I'll purposely not order corn. Only because I get burned a lot with the corn where it's overcooked. But this is like cooked perfectly. And when it's overcooked, it's really mushy. Don't worry, I'm gonna shower after this. Mmm. I'm using my teeth to push the meat up from the legs. It's working. Mm-hmm. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. And the blue crab here from the restaurant is actually pretty cheap. It was only $9.99 a pound. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. my God. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do feel like the blue crab, it's like on par with crawfish. Not as in like taste or anything like that, but I mean as in like the amount of work for the amount of meat you get. But I feel like it's so worth it though when you do get it. Mmm. Mmm. Yeah, when you get the meat, it's so good. Mmm. Mm, mm, mm. Man, I only got like 3 more crabs left. I'm getting like super full now. Whew. Mm-mm. All right, I think it's time to crack some claws. The claws are not my favorite parts, only because I feel like it's not a whole lot of meat, or it's not really worth it. I mean, they are pretty tiny. And once you crack it open, it kind of looks like this. Then you gotta peel all the shell off just to get to it. Yeah, the body of the blue crab, it's my favorite. The claws, not so much. It's a lot of work. I'm just gonna eat the bodies of the crab now. Ooh, that has a lot of meat though. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-mm. This is a big one. Ooh. All right, last one, 'cause I'm so full now. Oh my God. This was absolutely delicious. I am so full and so messy right now. I need to go wash everything off of me. Thanks for watching, you guys.